Hi, in the ion practice number 1, you are asked to determine the atom, whether it's cation or anion. How do you know? You look at the atomic number and at the group number. So for example, oxygen 16, and it has 8 proton. Atomic number is also 8. So you would write down here, number is 8, proton also 8. Electron, so these 3 columns will be the same in a neutral atom. So it should also have 8 electrons. So like we say, oxygen is group 16, which means it has 6 valence electrons. Group 6 if we count the main group. Okay, so 6 valence electron is also 6. So because 6 need to gain 2 more electron to get to 8, right? So it will become a anion. If you gain electron, you become anion. Okay. Do another example. Neon. Okay, so take a look at neon. So neon is over here. Okay, so neon has 10 proton. Atomic number is also 10. So over here we write down 10. Atomic number 10 proton, also 10 electrons. Okay, group number is 18 or 8. That's the main group. Group 18 will have 8 valence electron. In this case, the atom would not need to gain or lose any electron. So in this case, you should put a line across. So that's how you do the first part of this assignment. Second part, you are to compare the neutral proton initial electron to the final electrons. So the way to do this is to look at the number of proton. Okay, so proton and electron in the neutral atom will always have the same number of Okay, so if an element has 56 proton, then it would have the same number of electron in the neutral one. Okay, so 56, 87, 87. Now here's the part where you determine the ion charge. Ion charge is when you compare the initial number of electron to the final number of electrons. So initially we have 87. Now we have only 86. So it loses 1 electron. If you lose an electron, you become cation. K plus 1, because it's losing 1 electron. Okay, an element with 84 proton will have the same number of electrons. And now 84, 86. So it gains 2. If you gains 2, you become anion. So S minus 2. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do let's do potassium. Potassium has this element has 55 proton, means it would have also 55 electrons. So from 55 to 54, it loses 1. If you lose 1, you become cation with a +1 charge. So P +1 charge. Fill in the missing boxes with the information provided. So a little bit same with the previous one we just do. Now we just look at the number of proton and atomic number. Okay, so in this case it's not going to be a neutral atom. It's not neutral. Why? Because we're looking for charge. We're looking for charge. We're looking for difference in number of proton and electrons. Atomic mass of nitrogen. Nitrogen, you're looking at group 15, first one. So 7 and 14. 7 proton, 14 mass. 7 and 14 mass. Now, take a look. Atomic number is 7, right? So the number of neutral electron would be 7. However, it go up to 10, so it gains 3. Correct? From 7 to 10 gains 3. If you gain 3, you become anion. So nitrogen -3. -3. Okay? So it's kind of opposite. You gain and you have negative sign, but you lose, you have a positive sign. Okay, so aluminum. Aluminum is in group 13 with 13 protons and 27 mass. 13, there's 27. So 13, this would also be 13. Neutron, you subtract. Take the mass, subtract the proton. So 27 divided subtract 13 gives you 14. So now let's compare the proton or atomic. Either one would work. Okay, so 13 protons mean a neutral atom would also have 13 electrons, but look over here, it only has 10. So it loses 3. If you loses 3, you have a positive charge of 3. Aluminum is Al. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, the mass is 64. So you look for the mass 64 and proton of 29. Okay, let's go over a periodic table. 29 is here. Will be Cu or copper. And put down copper. Okay, atomic number would be the same with the proton. 29. Neutron, you take the mass, you subtract the proton, what gives you 35. Okay, 35. So copper will have let's find a charge. Okay, find a charge. Proton from 29. 29 proton means 29 electron. 29 to 27, that's loses 2. So Cu 2 plus